Hey guys, welcome back. It is the weekend, which means a review from me to you. But before we do, let me apologize up front. If you hear any air conditioning in the background, that's because it's going to be a balmy 90 degrees here in Michigan, which I need to get through this review because I want to get my cool. So that being said, allow me to introduce myself for the ones that have never met me before. My name is Brannon No. That's right, there is absolutely no D in this name, and I love doing tech reviews of the latest and greatest. So if any of that seems interesting, I encourage you, hit my subscribe button, make that first step, hit the bell, hit all to be notified in all the content that I provide, and I will make a promise to you to deliver good, quality, and honest reviews, because that is how I like to roll. So let's get on with the review. Gamesir has reached out to me, which is a new company to me, obviously not to most, but they sent me out their X2 Bluetooth mobile gaming controller. And I thought, yeah, I'm interested. Why not? I thought it would be really cool to test out. I've never really been a big gamer on mobile per se, but I have played lots of games on my computer. So I thought, yeah, let's check it out. So without any further ado, let's go upstairs and see what's all in the box. All right, in the box, you're gonna get your user manual from Gamesir, and I thought it was kind of unique. They have a few QR codes in here that you can scan and get you on your way and how to use your product. Pretty legit. You'll also get this quick guide, a sticker, which, what is that, a rooster? Or a hawk? I'm not real sure. I think it's a combination. I love it when companies throw this in. It's a little stamp of a certification, meaning they've tested the product that is in your hands and it works. Always good. Also in the box, you're gonna get your USB-C, that's right, fast charging cable, guys, not a micro, which is always a plus as well. They also kick in 4 extra thumb pads for you gamers that can't control yourselves and wear out your thumb pads. And then they give you this really nice hard shell case. I'm digging it. I like the logo on the zippers. It seems to be pretty well made for sure. You have a nut pouch for all your cables, and then you have this elastic band, which you'll put your Gamesir controller in, and it's felt. So yes, it'll keep it nice and protected and clean. Always a plus. I'm saying that too many times. All right, legit, I say that too. All right, guys, let's take a look at yours truly, the Gamesir X2, and yes, they are missing a USB connection, and that was their last year's model, I'm told. Now, I have not been able to experience that one, but I am hearing that it was limited, obviously, to most of your Android phones because the iOS doesn't have the USB and yada yada. So they bring in this new unit, which is Bluetooth, and let me tell you, you are going to be able to use either the iOS or the Android, and that is why people are getting so excited about this little contraption. All right, let's take a look at all the buttons they got on here, and they got this really nice rubber grip. Feels really good to the touch, feels good in the hand. The buttons are very tactile. You have your R2, you can hear that click, has a good click to it, R1, L1, and then you have your thumb pads. They seem very well made. It feels really good, and I guess they also upgraded the D-pad, which a lot of people were complaining about. It was just buttons like the A, X, Y, and B, and now it's an actual directional pad, which seems very nice. And this right here is a screenshot button, I'm told. You're able to screenshot your game, and I thought that was a nice touch, no pun intended, but a lot of you gamers like to, I don't know, snap pictures of your kills or your achievements. Taking a look at the bottom, you have your USB-C port for charging, and then your home button, and that little bitty hole is your reset button. And then you have your extension, which will pull out, and your phone fits in. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. We just happen to have my Android phone on hand, and I didn't have to move my later case as well. Fits just fine, but it does have the cutout here, and I like to put the cutout down in here because this is almost like a step, so it makes sense. So we stick it in here, like so, bring it out, and voila, your phone fits. All right, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and nerd out real quickly, and we'll go over the specs on this thing. We'll show you a few games testing it, and then I'll give you my honest opinion at the close, and we'll get you out of here. Let's do it. All right, first off, this comes with a 500 milliamp battery built in. Why does that concern you, you may ask? Because you will not be draining your phone while playing games off the controller, basically. So the controller has its own power, which is awesome. And yes, you can keep this plugged in while you're playing, which is another awesome feature. It's going to give you 20 hours of gameplay, but they do state average usage. Now, what the hell that means, I'm not sure. How heavy the game is, how long the game is, how much juice the game uses, I don't know. But they say 20 hours of gameplay. So we're going to leave it at that. So obviously we covered it works with iOS and Android with the Bluetooth function. All right, you may be wondering, Brannon, what size phone will fit in this to the max? And I did happen to grab my tape measure, and it looks like it's going to be 6 3/4 inches, and in centimeters that would be 17.145. So that is a pretty big phone. I don't think you want to go much further than this. You'll be playing like that. It's not comfortable. All right, guys, let's go ahead and connect this and test out a few games, and we'll get you on your way. All right, first thing you're going to want to do is obviously connect the controller to your phone, and that is done by pressing and holding the home button and the A button at the same time. There we go, and you should get a green button and then a blue button, and of course it's going to connect right away to my phone. Because I've already connected it, obviously. And after you have this connected, you're also going to want to download their app, which is called the Gamesir, and that is found right here. And we'll go ahead and click on that, and it's going to give you some game options. So you'll get a categories that you can go through, and I'm not going to go in depth too much on the app. I'm going to let you guys play with that. So there are going to be games out there that this may seem not compatible, but that's what the G button is for, and you can remap your controls to that game, and that is by using the Gamesir. But what I want to show you guys is what this is capable as far as cloud goes, and what it supports is the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, the Google Stadia, NVIDIA GeForce Now, and Vortex, and that's just a few. I personally downloaded the Xbox Game Pass. Just seems pretty simple, and it's going to be something to show you guys. So let's go ahead and open the Game Pass right here and put the phone in, lock the phone in. There we go. And now you are able to play all these games, guys, all the cool games that you like, you know, DayZ and Fallout 4 and Grand Theft Auto. I mean, who wouldn't love playing GTA 5 on their mobile phone with a controller? I mean, come on, check this out. I've never claimed to be a gamer. Or for us kids, Rayman's always fun too. So as far as my experiences have gone, I'm going to say that I was really happy with the cloud. It was easy to use. You can play some really cool games that you're used to playing on Xbox or PlayStation and have it work just like the Nintendo Switch. So very cool. Now, as far as mapping your controls with the G Switch and using their app, it was a little confusing for me. Now, I'm old school, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would probably understand it a lot better than I would, but that's going to have to be for a later review because I'm still struggling to map out my controls for like Call of Duty and games like that. So let's go ahead and cover some pros and cons that I've come up with just to help you guys out maybe in a couple of questions you may have. Pro number one is the Bluetooth function on this, obviously. That's number one on this controller because now you can use it on iOS or Android, and that is a huge step in a process of their making. Pro number two, definitely the built-in battery in this. Awesome to have. That way you're not wasting juice on your phone while you're playing your games. All right, let's go ahead and give you a couple cons. And of course, you're taking these personally from a guy that has never really experienced controllers for their mobile phones. So please take it for what it's worth. But my two complaints is, number one, I would have to say the buttons need to be redefined, meaning this indentation of the Y, X, B, and A is black on black. Having a little trouble seeing it, but then again, you guys know where all the A, B, and X and Y's are anyway, so no big deal. And lastly, I didn't care for where they placed this little home button because you use that always to connect it. So when you go to press it, your brain immediately says, all right, I need to hold on to something in the back to push in, and now you're finding yourself hitting your L1 or your L2 at the same time. Just a weird place. I'm sure in the future they could make it a little better and put it in a different spot, maybe. All right, guys, it comes down to this. Would Brannon recommend you the new Gamesir X2 Bluetooth mobile gaming controller? Now, although I am not sponsored or endorsed through the company, they merely reached out to me, sent me the product, and I give you guys the review. That easy. But yes, of course I would recommend this. And as a matter of fact, the price as this review is going on right now is $59.99 on Amazon. And I will be sure to leave you an affiliate link down in the description below and where you can pick up one of these. So yeah, I think that's a fair price. Again, I have not reviewed a lot of these, so I'm not real sure if, that cuts the mustard or not per se. But if I was a regular consumer, such as I am, I would say, yeah, $60 for a cool game controller to make my phone into a Nintendo Switch. I'm digging it. All right, if you have any questions regarding today's review, or any questions regarding any of my past reviews, or maybe you just need to get something off your chest, don't hesitate. Drop me a comment down below, and I will most certainly try to get back to you as soon as possible. Well, guys, you know what time it is. It's time for Brannon No to open himself a fortune cookie. Let's see what today's fortune brings us. All right. Oh, mustn't forget the glasses. You will have a close encounter of a surprising kind. Another weird fortune. You will have a close encounter of a surprising kind. What am I gonna see, an alien? I guess that would be pretty cool. Guys, could you do me a favor and like and share this video as it helps my channel grow? We are really edging closer to the 10K. Awesome. And you guys know as well as I do, I will be seeing you for sure in my next video.